So welcome. This is Holy Island, and I'm here to do a bit of a dawn photo shoot. That meant getting up at 3:30 a.m. this morning. Apologies about the sound on this. Probably some significant wind noise. Can't really help that, as I've managed to lose my external microphone somewhere along the way. Playing around with the Lee filter system. So I'm shooting with my D800 and doing some long exposures here. I've got the 10-stop big stopper on the lens. I've also got a soft grad on just to balance the sky. I did download the very useful Lee app that they have for calculating the extra 10 stops of time that you need to allow for when using the big stopper. That means some very long exposures, anything from about, I think the shortest one so far has been about 2 minutes. Most of them have been about 3 or 4 minutes. Just a couple of detail points. I've closed up the cover on the eyepiece here just to make sure that I reduce the possible infiltration of light. The big stopper filter, that goes with the seal facing towards you as you shoot, and you need to make sure that you put that in the very first slot closest to the lens. That seals out all the light that might otherwise leak in. And then the soft grad filter is just in front of the big stopper itself. You have to make sure also when you're doing these long exposure shots that you frame the shot fully and sort out your timings before you put the big stopper on, because once you've done that, once the big stopper is on, you've got no way to compose a shot, because you're just not going to be able to see through it. I've got to say, I'm pretty pleased with that. That's going to be really nice. I'll show you that on the blog in a minute once it's all been processed, once I've done all the post processing. But I think that's going to be a real cracker of a shot. At the moment I'm staying in this little place called Kaipi View, and it's a little cottage owned by a friend of mine up in Northumberland. And this evening I'm planning to take a hike to a place called Yeavering Bell. That's Yeavering Bell, and it's just a few miles from where I'm staying. And the plan is to go and do a sunset shoot there, weather permitting, tonight. I had rather hoped that while I was up here I'd do some dark sky photography, because this is one of the UK's dark sky areas, but unfortunately the weather has just not been kind. Tonight I'm going to see if I can get some sunset shots. There is going to be a mix of cloud and hopefully some broken cloud, some blue sky. So that may give us some scope for some nice warm light tonight. Sunset's around about 9:45. I want to be on site really at least an hour before that. It's a good all-round view up there. Be able to get a good view of the Cheviot hills, be able to shoot in several directions, I think. Downside, there's not going to be a lot in the way of foreground interest up there. It looks pretty bare and pretty bleak. Well, gosh, this is a big climb. Much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Pretty milky grey cloud in front of the sun at the moment, although the colours are pleasant enough. They're quite warm, but we're not going to get the nice shadows that I was really hoping that it would. As I film this, you can just see behind me these beautiful rolling hills, which ordinarily I would just think that the sun would glance off these and create some beautiful textures, but that's not going to happen tonight, I don't think. Not too much anyway. So I guess I'm probably halfway up, and it feels like forever already. You can see why this place was chosen for a hill fort, because The views are just amazing. Well, it may not look it, but I'm quite a lot higher now. I'm still going up. Sunset is at 9:44 and presently it's 8:57, so I think we're doing alright actually. This is so beautiful. So I have reached the enclosure wall of Yeavering Bell and nearly at the top, very nearly now. But unfortunately that misty sky, grey sky over there has only thickened rather than lessened. So I think my earlier woeful predictions that things would not improve are going to be borne out as far as the sunset is concerned. But never mind. I'm just going to explore to go right to the summit, the saddle area up here, and see if there's anywhere advantageous to shoot from. So the view behind me here is kind of closing up because I'm in the saddle and this wouldn't be a good place to shoot from, but as I walk forward here we'll start to get a taste of what the view's like on the other side, and that's really quite beautiful. Sorry about the wobbly video. I'm worrying a few sheep here too. They're all very curious about what I'm up to. Do I climb up there to the very peak? I can't get all this way and then not do that, can I? A little cairn on the top. Looks relatively modern rather than ancient. This is where my three-way gimbal would have been really handy. Mr. Sheep, keeper of the cairn, a little lamb really, a nice black face. Wow. Okay. That's pretty amazing. I'm a bit windy now on the mic.